Friends, welcome back to our channel RK Data Labs. Hope all are doing good. Today we are going to continue our existing AWS Cloud series. Today we are going to cover one new interesting and important topic. Yes, that we have already not covered before. It is Amazon Simple Queue Service. As you know, Simple Queue Service is one of the important feature in AWS service stack where we can able to send some messages, receive some messages based on the event trigger that can be triggered via Lambda function accordingly. So this will be very much useful when somebody need to receive any kind of notification when one kind of workflow is getting completed or any kind of service is getting triggered respectively from the AWS services. Why? Yes. So likewise, so there are like a lot of use cases are obviously there in the AWS front, so where we can do. So for that, what we are going to do today, we are going to simply create one function, Lambda function here, selecting Python as the source of our runtime. So which in turn creates a new function called test data labs. And then we are going to select one more thing, that we are going to create a source for the trigger of Lambda. So what I'm going to do, I'm just simply going to create a queue here in Simple Queue Service. Just go to Simple Queue Service window and you can able to create one new queue here. So let me try to put test data labs queue. And obviously I'm just selecting the default option called standard. I'm not setting any FIFO because messages are not going to be very continuous. So I'm just going to simply test one message. For this exercise I'm using standard, and if in case if you need to change as you want to continuously deliver all the respective messages, you can select FIFO here. And then I don't want to configuration selection, let's go with the default options and let's have the encryption enabled by default, and it uses SQS key, and of course it has every default options created. And once the SQS gets created, what you want to do, simply go to the queue, select this queue, and under actions configure the Lambda function trigger. So there are two ways. One, you can configure the Lambda in SQS page, or even you can go to the Lambda here and add the trigger as SQS. So if you select here, and it may be asked to choose the SQS queue accordingly. So now I'm not going to do here, I'm just going to simply do from the SQS page itself. So there are two ways, as I said, so I'm just going to do the second way around. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to select the respective test data labs. Now it should have thrown me the message. What I'm going to do, simply go to permission, role name, select the SQS permissions accordingly, because by default it will not be having the necessary permissions to attach the SQS full access. So simply go here, attach this policy to the respective roles. So just go here and now try to configure the same. That's it. Right. So now what I'm going to do, simply go here, the code, go to Lambda function, run the event. Okay. So I'm just going to create a test event here. That's it. I'm just simply going to save it, and then I'm going to deploy it, and then I'm going to test it. Alright. So now how do I watch it? So go to monitor, go to CloudWatch logs. So you may be able to see one newly generated file here, logs, right? So now you'll be able to see only the events triggered. So what I'm going to do, simply I'm going to go to this queue and I'm just going to send a message here. Alright, I'm just going to send the message. Go here, refresh it. Let me go back here. Alright, So you can able to see one new log has been generated the moment we send the message, right? So you can go here, you can check for the poll for messages. So the moment it got all the messages over here stacked, so what should be showing here, let me go to the CloudWatch page now, and you can just simply expand this one. So you can able to see this text message, right? Hello, test message sent successfully. So how do I got it? So here, the moment I send the message, the lambda where I have configured from the SQS page itself, right? Remember that test data labs queue is configured with the lambda test data labs. So the moment when the SQS sends a message, the lambda gets triggered automatically and gets the logs from the CloudWatch respectively. You can able to see here. So anytime, every time you send a message in SQS, this lambda gets triggered accordingly and automatically and gets the response with the message which it had sent. So going back here, I just pull some messages. So you can able to see all those messages over here, right? Fine. So that's it from this video. So now you are able to understand like how messages can be received via lambda function itself. So I'll catch you with a new video from lambda section very soon. Thank you guys for watching this video. Keep watching my videos regularly. Thank you.